What's up, my peeps? The prediction game videos for the 2014 Royal Rumble event continue, this time with Bryan versus Bray Wyatt, a match you're going to see this Sunday at the Rumble, and it's a match that's a lot harder to predict than the other matches on the card. Actually, maybe I would put this on par with the actual Rumble matchup. No, actually, you know what? I think this is indeed the hardest match to predict on the card. I went back and forth on this one, not knowing whether to pick Bryan or Bray Wyatt. To this point, I still am not sure. Although I did pick Bryan, and I'm going to go into more detail on that, on why I picked Bryan as who I think is going to win the matchup. I still think Bray Wyatt has a good chance, a really good chance at winning this match, and I'm unsure if I made the right decision going with Bryan. To be honest, if I would have to, I guess, separate the percentage, or give you guys what I think these guys' chances are, I would say both of them have a 50-50 chance of winning this match. And there's a number of reasons why this match is just so hard to predict the winner in. And one of those reasons is the actual Rumble match, and a few other reasons too. First things first, Bray Wyatt, apart from a disqualification loss to Bryan, he's undefeated. Yeah, he lost against Bryan by disqualification, and he might have lost, by disqualification on some house shows or something like that, but he hasn't lost via pinfall or submission. So as far as those two things go, he's undefeated. He can claim that he's never been pinned and he's never submitted. Now, that is one of the reasons why I wasn't sure who to pick. Does Bray Wyatt remain undefeated, or is there no point in having him stay undefeated with him already losing a matchup, although by disqualification? Do they keep him undefeated, or do they keep him, undefeated when it comes to pinfall and submissions? Or since he lost already by disqualification, does it maybe not matter anymore if he loses a matchup this Sunday at the Rumble by pinfall or submission? Thing is, though, actually, if Bryan beats Bray Wyatt, I don't think it's going to be by submission. I think it's either going to be one of two things, in my opinion. It's either going to be by pinfall, so he hits the running high knee, gets the victory, maybe rolls up Bray Wyatt, or he gets disqualified. And by that I mean Bray Wyatt gets disqualified, so Bryan gets the DQ victory. That's actually what I'm counting on. I'm counting on Bryan either winning the match by pinfall, maybe a roll up or whatever, or Bray Wyatt getting himself disqualified by either him maybe not breaking a count, or Eric and Luke Harper getting in the match, interfering, causing that DQ. And when it comes to Bray Wyatt winning the matchup, if he wins, then I think he'll be winning definitely by pinfall. I don't think he'll be winning by disqualification or count out. I just don't see Bryan getting himself counted out or disqualified. Especially counted out, that just doesn't make any sense here. So, as you can see right there, there's just a number of confusions, what ifs, and buts. So, now as far as Bryan goes, here's the thing. Originally, I was going to go, if you watch my Royal Rumble prediction game video, I was going to go with Bryan winning the Rumble match. And that was despite Bryan not being confirmed for the Rumble matchup. If you guys don't know, he's not one of the confirmed superstars to be in the Rumble matchup. He's even said in an interview that he won't be competing in the match, but that he wants to compete in the match. So, I'm not even sure if he's going to be in the Rumble. But, like I said, initially I was going to go with Bryan winning the Rumble, and the scenario I was thinking about was when with Bryan would face off against Bray Wyatt, the finish of the match would somehow involve Bryan getting taken out by the Wyatt family, or maybe even Bray Wyatt on his own. So that could be Bray Wyatt winning the matchup, but then after the match, he also takes out Daniel Bryan, attacks him some more, or maybe Daniel Bryan wins the matchup, and because of that, Bray Wyatt gets angry and then takes out Daniel Bryan, or Daniel Bryan is about to win the matchup, and then Eric and Luke Harper interfere, and the Wyatt family take out Daniel Bryan. Pretty much, bottom line, what I'm trying to say is Daniel Bryan gets taken out by the Wyatt family, and then I would have seen Daniel Bryan come out in the Rumble as a surprise entrant when Eric and Luke Harper are in the ring, and maybe even Bray Wyatt. Maybe even Bray Wyatt gets in the Rumble. And then when it comes time for the 30th entrant in the Rumble match, Daniel Bryan's music hits, he comes out to a huge pop, surprise entrant and all, goes inside the ring, eliminates all the members of the Wyatt family, so either just Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, or if Bray Wyatt would be in the matchup, then Bray Wyatt to get his revenge on the Wyatt family. But afterwards, I eventually changed my mind. I was like, nah, you know what? I think Batista's winning this. I think Batista's really the safe pick when it comes to the Royal Rumble 2014 winner. And Daniel, as far as Daniel Bryan goes, it's not even confirmed that he's in the matchup. So we're not even sure if he's going to compete in the match. So, although I wouldn't say betting on Daniel Bryan, you know, thinking Daniel Bryan's going to win the Rumble match is like a huge risk, or it's a crazy pick. It's definitely not a crazy pick, because I could definitely see Daniel Bryan entering as a surprise entrant. But I'm not sure if that's going to take place. Anyways, I'm talking too much about the Rumble here. So, you know, as I was saying, you know, the Rumble match definitely, the fact that, or not the fact, but the possibility of Daniel Bryan participating in the Rumble match was, you know, did affect my pick in this matchup, my prediction for this match, in some way, where I thought whatever happens at the end of the match, Daniel Bryan would get taken out. In that scenario, what I thought was going to happen the most was either Daniel Bryan wins by disqualification, or Bray Wyatt wins the matchup. Now that I think Batista's going to win the Rumble, I'm thinking either it still doesn't help my situation, because I'm still, although I'm picking, you know, Daniel Bryan as the winner here, I'm thinking he's most likely going to win by disqualification. If not, then he wins by pinfall, or Bray Wyatt wins by pinfall. So it's still, you know, it's still up in the air for me. I'm not sure here. Well, you know, I'm thinking the most likely thing to happen is Daniel Bryan wins by disqualification, and that's what I'm going with. But Bray Wyatt winning by pinfall is another strong possibility here, because I don't know. I don't think they want to have Bray Wyatt lose by pinfall yet. I'm thinking if Bray Wyatt loses by pinfall, it's either going to be maybe at WrestleMania or following WrestleMania. But of course, I could be wrong, and maybe at the Rumble, just Daniel Bryan beats him by pinfall. And that's it. I'm really, right now, counting on Daniel Bryan winning the match by DQ. So that way, you have Daniel Bryan win the matchup. And maybe after the match, after winning by disqualification, he could take out the Wyatts or something like that. But, you know, that way, you get Bryan winning the matchup, but at the same time, Bray Wyatt is still somewhat undefeated, where he hasn't... nobody's ever pinned him, and nobody's made him submit. Which, by the way, something I definitely don't think is going to happen is Daniel Bryan making Bray Wyatt submit via the S-Lock or any other submission hold. And if the rumors are true that Bray Wyatt might face off against John Cena at WrestleMania, then I'm pretty sure they'll want Bray Wyatt going into it, you know, looking strong, and most likely still being undefeated. So... It's definitely a hard one here, because if he is going to take on John Cena at WrestleMania, then you know, it's to me it's either Daniel Bryan wins by DQ, or Bray Wyatt wins the matchup via pinfall. So this is a hard one. What do you guys think? Actually, tell me in the comment section. Do you guys think this match is gonna end by pinfall, submission, disqualification, or maybe even a countout? Tell me below. I'd like to hear what you guys think. You know, while I'm sticking with my pick, Daniel Bryan, I've already stated that I think Daniel Bryan's going to win the match. I really do think that both these guys have a really good shot at winning this. It's practically, at least in my opinion, like 50-50. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens, who wins the match, how it ends. It's, yeah, I'm curious to see here. One thing's for sure, I'm hoping Daniel Bryan wins, because I picked Daniel Bryan, and of course, I want to be right, you know? I think the past couple of pay-per-views, when it comes to predicting matches, I've gotten at least 1 or 2 matches wrong. So I'm hoping this time for the Rumble, I get every single match right. That's a goal every single time. So we'll see if that happens. Anyways, that's pretty much it for my detailed prediction. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, as always, you can click that like button down below. With that said, I'm out. See ya.